Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. This is Tamika's Den. I am Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the den. So, guys, this is my review recap for The Oval. It's No Secret. Season 4, Episode 19. Baby, what the heck is freaking Kareem about to do to Sharon? Sharon, you wasn't moving fast enough for me, girl, okay? As soon as you seen that damn phone, you could have called the number and checked it, whatever else out later on when we out the damn house, girl. Stick and move, stick and move, stick and move. We ain't got time to sit around. You know, the daggone second lady calling the first lady up, trying to see why the hell she finding her earring in her man's pocket, okay? Priscilla out here still trying to be hot to trot for Bobby. Bobby's still playing around in the foolishness. Meanwhile, daggone Nancy and Richard really could use a real friends right now, Priscilla and daggone Sam, okay? Sam is getting confronted by daggone Kyle and Donald, y'all. And we got a whole hot ass mess. Dale being nosy and seeing something funny going on in this pharmacy. And since when does Alan call up Kareem's cousin? Has the White House been getting their drugs from them this whole time, y'all? Inquiring minds want to know. We got to get all into this episode, y'all. Take it from the top. So we start out the episode with Kareem in this house with freaking Sharon. He went in the room, said he didn't want to be bothered. Sharon noticed the phone underneath the chair. Baby, she done picked it up, saw the blood, and she decided to call it up. And of course, it's ringing, and she's calling Barry's phone, so now she knows it's his. And like I said, she wasn't moving fast enough for me, okay, y'all? So at this point, Kareem coming back out, talking about something. He want to apologize. He's so sorry. You know what I'm saying? He didn't mean what he said. And he's asking her if she's okay. And she's like, yeah. He's like, no, you're not. I know when you're lying. And she's like, I'm not lying. I'm just trying to get the heck up out of here, okay, from your crazy behind, all right? That's not what she said. That's what I'm saying. Because, baby, we know that's what she was thinking. And he talking about some wait a minute and how he want to talk to her. He want to explain stuff to her. And the next thing you know, whose phone is that? Whose phone is that? She's like, it's my phone. You know what I'm saying? And I said, Sharon, I don't even know why you tried to play it off at this point, because once he would have called me out there, I would have just been like, why do you have Barry's phone? Why is the blood on it? Like, let's get to the point. But of course, we got to drag it out. And so she's steadily telling him no. At this point, he's fighting her for it, talking about, let me see it. He's trying to get her bag and everything from her. And she was like, no. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, what are you talking about? Done what? Because he started talking about you want to done this. And so he's basically grabbing it from her and refusing to give it back to her and telling her to sit down. And she's like, no, I don't want to sit down. And he basically makes her sit down. He's saying that he is going to tell her everything. And I'm like, what part are you going to tell her, Kareem? What part are you going to tell her? He's saying you don't understand. And she's like, I'm not understanding what? She's like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't start talking, then I'm going to leave. He's telling her, you can't leave until I tell you what happened. I have to tell you everything that happened, okay? And she's like, what do you mean? And I'm saying, yes, Kareem, what do you mean? What are you going to tell? Okay, spill the damn beans already. Of course, we got to procrastinate and drag the whole damn thing out, right? And so basically, she had kept saying she was going to leave or whatever, but he supposedly said, please sit down so I could tell you all the tea. Okay, spill this tea to you. So I said, okay, come on, damn it, Kareem, we tired of waiting. Now, in the meantime, we basically go from them to second lady picking up the phone and calling damn Victoria to tell her she tired of her damn mess. She tried to play nice at first and say, I want to see you. I want to speak to you. Can we go out for lunch? And Victoria talking about, baby, we don't go out for lunches, all right? I'm the first lady, not the second. So what you can do is you could come over here and sit down and have, lunch with me here. But why would you even want to do that? What the hell do you want to see me about? Because you don't like me and I don't like you. So since she came out straightforward, Miss, second lady said, you know what, right, you're absolutely right. I don't like you, and I want to know why your damn earring was in my husband. I want to talk to you about my husband because I found your earring in his damn pocket, and whatever you planning is not going to work. Oh, Bob, what do you mean planning? She was like, girl, it's the earring that we bought you for damn Christmas. I said, damn, y'all bought her a Christmas gift? So, Victoria talking about some I see. She said, yeah, so you can stop your bullshit and cut it right there. Eli, what I'm saying? I know Eli isn't being faithful or whatever. So she was like, are you done? And second lady said, no, I'm just getting started. Okay. And then basically was like, this bitch, and hung up on her. And after she hung up on her, Victoria talking about bitch. Okay. So they both calling each other bitches. Now, in the meantime, she's like, I gotta change this damn number. That's what Victoria says. I said, child, both of y'all damn hot mess, because you shouldn't be calling up Victoria. You should be confronting your damn husband about it, all right? I don't know why you want to sit there and play dumb with him. But needless to say, moving on swiftly and professionally from that, we basically had Alonzo and Alan in the office talking or whatever. And he basically was like, telling him how the president wants him to stay. He's like, why? He was like, I don't know. And then he's like, that's odd. And he's like, yeah. So in the midst of this, he comes in and, Hunter does. And he's like, I'm sorry, he's like, what the hell? That was awful stuff. It's weak as hell. It ain't doing nothing. He was like, I need you to go to my regular person and give me that good. That was like vitamins or a damn laxative or something. I need you to wake up and I need you to take care of this crap. And so he's like, okay, sir, no problem. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I'm so sorry. So he said, yeah, whatever. You know how Hunter is. He's like, whatever. He was like, oh, so this guy, and basically talking about, of course, Alan. And Alonzo was like, yeah, that's my friend. So he's like, your friend? He was like, this little bitch is your friend. I can't believe he even still works here. So Alonzo was like, sir, he was like, I was with his girlfriend, right? So he's like, I don't know. I didn't know that, sir. He said, yeah, he walked in on us. So he was like, and he just sat there like a weirdo or whatever. The way he be disrespecting Alan is crazy. So he's like, it's really awkward or whatever. He was like, then he got her killed. Like, damn, you rude, damn Hunter. So he was like, he's probably off without her, whatever, because he used to be her anyway. And then Alan just looking at him, he's like really bad. So he's like, oh, no, look, hey, what I'm saying? Victoria and I scrap for sure. But to be honest, the first lady, what I'm saying, whoop all three of us at the same time. It's not the same like what he be doing. So anyway, he was like, but that Ellie, she was sweet. She was so pretty and this and that. And of course, Alan is just standing there and, Alonzo keeps interrupting him. But of course, he gonna keep talking. And he's like, he used to be her like a damn dog. So then he's like, well, anyway, because Alonzo was like, sir, can we go to the Oval and talk about this? He was like, no, you want to hang out here with your friend? Go ahead, hang out here with your friend like a little bitch. She was like, I'm going to go upstairs, and what you going to do is go get me the right damn drugs, okay? That's going to get me ha, and stop playing, around with me or whatever you decide. And so Alonzo was like, yes, sir. So he leave out or whatever, right? And just was like, you better get me some better shit. And of course, Alonzo was just still saying, yes, sir. So Alonzo, of course, apologizes to Alan once he walks out. And Alan, is like, he's such an asshole. I hate that son of a bitch. And he's like, yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. And I could see that. He was like, punk ass president, right? He made me laugh with that. So nonetheless, he was just being like, I gotta go on this drug run. And he like, all right, man, yeah, go do what you gotta do or whatever. So he was like, shit, man, I don't know if I'm gonna, bring this stuff back to my house tonight or whatever the case may be. Because, Alonzo's all nervous and don't know what to do. So Alan tells him, I'll figure it out. And then he was like, I know somebody close, man. So he was like, really? You do? He was like, what do you mean? Is it strong? And then he says, oh, yeah, it's hella strong or whatever, right? And so they basically were saying, Alonzo's like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, I'm sure. So he tells him, we see him writing down something on a piece of paper, whatever the case may be. And he was like, look, he operates or whatever, right? Because he was like, who is it? And he says, out of a pharmacy. So right there, I'm like, this is going to be Kareem Pharmacy, isn't it? I'm going to get you the address and I'll call him right away and I'll let him know you're on the way. And Alan is like, is it clean? He's like, yeah, don't worry about it here. So when he hang up, who does he call but damn Kareem cousin, and he's telling him he wants some more of this stuff. But this time he wanted laced with fentanyl. And he like, are you sure about that? That's real dangerous, man. I don't want to get caught up in nothing. And I ain't trying to get arrested. And he's like, yo, I said, do what the hell I said to do, okay? That I got it. Don't worry about the rest. And you basically hear the person, Antonio, a.k.a. Kareem cousin, saying, okay, man, yo, no problem. So I said, what? Child, a hot mess. So now, we basically see Sam and, David is back at the daggone cabin with freaking Jason again. I said, get to what the hell y'all doing with Jason, because if not, we really could get rid of him. All right, I've been over Jason from a long damn time ago. But because he was at least going to be able to help with bringing the White House down, I was ready to, willing to tolerate him for a little longer. So they was basically saying, like, he got to listen to them. They trying their best to keep him safe or whatever the case may be. And they was like, he was asking David, Sam was asking David, is there anything he needs to know? And he was like, nope, everything is good. The car's at the bottom of the damn ocean and all of that. And he was like, they did see his face, and he said, can they track anything? And he was like, nope. He was like, so we got to keep you like a ghost. And she said, is that a joke because I'm white? And Sam is like, take it how you want to take it or whatever, and see you right now that he's there. He will stay with him, and Sam gonna go head back to the White House and see what's going on. And so he was telling David was telling Jason, I really owe you a ass whooping or whatever, right? And he was like, it's paying to keep it still be alive, trust me or whatever. So he talking about something, Jason asking him, do he want to change out of his wet clothes? And he was like, go to hell, kid. And Jason just started shaking his head. So he did all of that to end up right back in the same damn place anyway. Now, moving on from there, we basically had, who was it next, y'all? I'm sorry. My mind is like a bit all over the place right now, y'all. I think we had, Victoria called up the VP, and she's letting him know that his wife called her, and he's over here apologizing for it, talking about, I'm so sorry that you had to deal with that. I said, what? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, don't even, worry about going up against her or having nothing to say. Like, I'm going to take care of that because we both know that you're way stronger than her and you could take her out in a minute. So why would you even want to, even have to stoop to that level and worry about anything like that? And she was like, oh, because I would enjoy it and I like it or whatever, because he was basically like, why would you want to taunt her? And so he was like, I know you do, but you need to chill like EPMD. He was like, don't worry about it. It's fine. I got it. So she was like, okay, fine. She was like, well, at least I know you be busy and you be working, not like damn Hunter or whatever the case may be, who don't do nothing, because he was saying he got to prepare for a cabinet meeting. And she was like, at least, I see you keep your schedule while damn Hunter does nothing or whatever the case may be. So he was like, yeah, all he does is damn drugs and whores or whatever, He was asking what's wrong with that guy. And she said, all he does is drugs and whores. So he was like, not a good combination. And she was like, not in the least. And he was like, well, I'm sorry, you have to deal with him too. And she was like, no, it's fine. And he was like, well, I'm glad you got it covered. So anyway, they say they're going to speak to each other later tonight. So you get from there to Richard calling Sharon and basically saying, can she stop by and be with Nancy for a minute? And she's like, sure, what's going on? And he was like, that he would tell her more about it later. And he says that he needs to stop by the daggone, White House again to take care of something real quick or whatever the case may be. And so she's like, is it something that I could take care of for you? And he basically was like, no, I need to go ahead and do it myself. She said, well, I could stay with her till 7. And so he basically was like, okay. And then she was like, because I have a date, of course she had to rub that in. And he was like, Priscilla. She was like, what? He was like, nothing. We'll talk about it when you get to the house or whatever. And she was like, all right. And so, of course, she's still trying to go to this damn date with Bobby and still just trying to get underneath damn Sam's skin, okay? And right now, it's too much other stuff going on. We ain't got time for that. So then when he go in the room, the doctor's like, yes, this is real serious. She's been drugged up bad. He was like, I think he said they gave her like psychedelics, hallucinants, and all this other stuff, right? So he was like, we need to go ahead and get her help. He said that it's going to be in her system for a minute. It was hypnotics and sedatives. And so he was like, that's why she's a little confused and she's off, and she will probably be that way for a couple of days. When Rich is asking if she all right, he was like, yeah, well, she's going to need some real help. And he's like, oh, no, she's not no drug addict or nothing like that. He was like, somebody drugged her. So the doctor's like, who? And he was like saying, no, we don't need no help or whatever. So he tells him, no, he can't tell him about that. Don't worry. He got it handled. And he's like, I just want to take my wife home. And so I'm like, first of all, yeah, we know this is so freaking fake because, baby, they would have kept her behind there. And so that was out of her system. And he would have had to tell him where the hell he's claiming that she drugged that. Okay. But it's the Tyler Perry world. So she gets to go home. All right. And so Doc says, okay, I'm gonna let her go. And he's basically letting Nancy know, like, you gonna go ahead and be discharged or whatever. And Nancy talking about, so thank you. Okay. And so he was like, you welcome or whatever. So then she starts to tell Richard, you know how people say when they lose their limbs that they can still feel it and stuff like that. She was like, I feel like, I lost my two arms. And he's like, well, you could look right down and see that they still there and that you okay. And so basically, of course, she is using this as an analogy, like saying, no, you know what I'm saying? I know something is wrong with Barry. I can feel that he is dead. We're going to be getting a call any second, any minute, any hour to tell us that he is gone. And Richard is basically like, no, Nancy, everything is going to be okay. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. That's not true. He was like, you going to be all right. Come on, let me get ready to get you out of here and get you home. And then she's basically crying and stuff like that. And she says that, she wants to go home so that she could pray. She was like, I just hope that we will be strong enough and be able to handle it when the call comes. So I said, oh man, Nancy, okay. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, all right. Nancy was acting her butt off the way them tears came down. I kind of felt that, and I kind of had a little thug tear myself, all right? Like, you know what I'm saying? She switched that switch off real quick. And so, in the meantime, of course, he's trying to convince her and himself, I think, at this point, that nothing is wrong, but she knows that it is. And so then when they looking for her clothes, they like, I don't know where is that. He said he gonna go ahead and ask the doctor and get her on out of here. I said, yes, please take Nancy home and let her go ahead and say a little prayer, all right? And so moving on from there, we basically had, Priscilla walking down the damn hall. Well, before she even gets there, we got Bobby and Bobby and Max standing in the hall or whatever the case may be. And they are, saying how, damn, this guy really works and that they've been there and they've been waiting for a long time, whatever have you. It's not like with the president where we see he don't work at all or whatever. And then, Max is like, I've been here for hours and hours and hours. And Bobby is saying he know. Now, in the meantime, back at the pharmacy, Dell had got a call to check and see about these prescriptions that was supposed to have came in. And he's like, okay, are you a doctor or are you the patient, and getting the information? And then he goes and he looks it up and he's like, yeah, we got it right here. But he notices something. And when he noticed that one, he starts pulling all of them out and looking at them. And we don't see what he's seeing, but he's basically like, shit, right? And looking mad, scared and nervous, like, you know what I'm saying? What the hell is going on here? What are these? So I'm like, I said, Dell, just close it back up and mind your business, honey. Act like you ain't see it and you don't know nothing, okay? Don't say a damn word. That's what you do when it's a situation like that, so you don't end up dead. So now we get to daggone, Kyle and Donald in his office, and basically they asking Sam to come in. Of course, Sam coming in all cocky, yes, sir. And he's like, yo, Donald telling him, you really getting under my skin. And he's like, I'm sorry, sir. So he was like, you mind, what I'm saying, telling me, like, first we had you locking Kyle in the damn bunker. He said, well, I thought Kyle was a threat. And of course, Kyle is saying, you full of shit. And Donald's telling him to shut the hell up. Okay, stop it. And he's like, sorry. And so he continues to talk to him. And he was like, and now all of a sudden you surveilling this car. Like, can you tell me any reason why you had to be tracking this car? You can sit. And so first Sam was saying he didn't want to sit. And Donald was like, well, I'd rather you did sit. So here goes Sam, okay, if you say so, sir. And straightening up his damn tie. And so he's like, can you tell me why you was tracking this damn car? So Sam basically was like, sure, we had got a call from the FBI. We had legitimate intel. We get intel all the time about threats about the president. He said, well, why didn't y'all make me aware of this intel? And Sam was like, cuz we get thousands every day and we don't know what's come to you with every single one. They told us to go ahead and look into it, sir, and that it was, basically off the record or whatever, need to know basis, okay, from the FBI. So he was like, well, who at the FBI? He said, I think Ryan Watson. He was like, you could call him. And so Cal, of course, was like, I will. And Donald was still telling him to shut up. And he's like, go on. He was like, well, anyway, he gave me this info and he says that it was confidential or whatever the case may be. So he was like, why? And, Donald asked him why. He said, I don't know. So he was like, do you know why they would be doing this, sir? And he was like, no, that's what the hell I'm trying to ask you, Sam. So basically, they both playing back and forth with each other. And Donald's just like, okay. And so he was like, but I'm sorry, sir. I really don't know why. And he was like, you didn't ask them. And he was like, no, he didn't. You know what I'm saying? And so Dawn was like, okay, I'm going to take your word for it now, but I'm going to check into all of this, and you better not be lying to me. You know what I'm saying? I will find out. And so Sam is like, okay, sir. And he was like, well, we do each, favors for each other all the time. So nothing about it seemed strange. So Dawn was like, okay, okay, okay. So he basically was like, is that all, sir? That's what Sam said to Donna, when Donna was like, yes, Sam. And he was like, thank you, sir. So, of course, as he getting up to leave again, he's like, and Sam, and he's like, if I find out you're lying to me, that's your ass. And Sam is just like, yes, sir. Okay, y'all know y'all ain't making Sam shaking his damn boots. All right, so I don't know why y'all trying to. Of course, when he's walking out, Kyle is like, he's lying. And he was like, well, prove that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I need you to do, because right now you haven't really been doing nothing. So, you know what I'm saying, good so far. And so he was like, someone is helping them, and they trying to take us down at the same damn time, and we got to figure out who the hell is all involved in this or whatever. And Cal is like, what do you want me to do? And he was like, I want you to do what the hell you need to do, and stop sitting around acting like everything is standing in your damn way. And basically he's like, yes, sir. And so, Donald just got a headache right now. He was like, now I got to go tell the damn first lady that we still don't know where the hell her son is at or whatever. And Kyle is basically just like, yes, sir. So he was like, you wouldn't want to come and help me to do that, would you? And he's like, no, sir, no, thank you. He was like, yeah, so I'm going to just let you walk on out, and I'm going to go walk and talk to this woman. So he said, well, you like to talk to bitches anyway, you married one. And he was like, apparently I like a lot of them. And he was like, get the hell out my damn office, all right, get out right now. So, you know what I'm saying, he got had to leave. Now, after that is when, we got Max and Kyle in the office talking about how long they've been standing here and how tired they are standing here. And Priscilla come walking up as she's hanging up the phone with Richard. And she walking up to Dan Bobby talking about, so see you tonight, and she's saying good night or whatever. And they both had said good night. And she was like, oh no, I was saying good night, to Max, and you I'm going to see later tonight, right? And so Bobby talking about some, yeah. And of course, Sam is creeping up right behind her. And she just says good night again and walking away. So now Sam is like, what was that all about? And Bobby's like, I don't know what you're talking about. He was like, stop playing with me. You do know what I'm talking about. Basically, Max has to intervene into both of them, tell them both to stop, both of them to cut it out. Bobby's still trying to talk smack to him, and Sam is still telling him he's a bitch. Why would you be sitting here and talking to somebody that you know is a married woman and all of that? And Bobby's basically like, look, didn't I just already whip your ass last night? But Sam don't care. Yes, he did get his ass whipped, but he's still gonna talk his mess. And he's still like, if I see you, all right, if I catch you anywhere near my wife tonight, it's gonna be a damn problem. And so, of course, he's telling Max he don't want to hear it or whatever. And Max is like, oh no, you're gonna hear it. Why the hell are you being disrespectful at a place where we're working at and going after another damn co-worker's wife or whatever the case may be? We got bigger stuff to fry. He was like, all this is about is damn Donald and Lily. And of course he is saying that it's not. And he was like, it is. He said, you need to let it go. And then he started basically being like, let it go, let it go, let it go. All right, turning it into a song. And he telling him to stop. And he's like, no, I'm not going to stop. You need to damn let it go, let it flow, and stop bullcrapping around here, causing a whole bunch of confusion. And then Bobby says he going to go ahead to the bathroom. So, he was like, yeah, maybe you should do that or whatever. So don't say Max didn't warn you, right? Now, Donald comes upstairs to let Victoria know what's going on. Noah's not word is not good. She was like, you got to be kidding me. He was like, yeah, I don't know where he is. She was like, who's helping him? He said he have no idea. He was like, as a matter of fact, signs is starting to leak towards it, maybe possibly be with the FBI involved. Are you sure it's not your father? She was like, no. And she said, well, we don't have nobody at the FBI. And he was like, yeah, we do. At the top, but give me a little minute. I'm going to work it out. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to know what's going on or whatever. So he tells her that he's going to go home and he's going to keep her updated. And she was like, are you kidding me with everything that we got going on? You got time to go ahead home? Like, what are you talking about, right? I need you on top of this. And he was like, I am going to find him. Don't worry. We'll find him. We'll take care of everything or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But it's not really nothing I could do from here anyway. And he was like, I just don't know, ma'am. So he said, but I I will find out and I will be on top of it. And she just still, you know what I'm saying, of course, keep being mad, like, damn it, and, you know, not feeling that he should be able to go home until Jason is back here and she knows what the hell is going on, because he was like, I'll keep you posted. And she was like, where you going? He like, I'm going home, man. She like, no, you're not. He like, oh, yeah, yes, I am. He was like, but I will definitely, like I said, keep you posted. So she was like, well, this asshole was on a binging cocaine session or whatever the case may be. You can't just sit here and be talking about you going home. And he was like, no, listen, it's fine. I will call you. All right. So she was like, how were you so calm about this? And he was like, because we got it covered. She like, you sure? He was like, yes, I'm absolutely sure. She was like, I don't think you do. He was like, well, man, we do. He was, you know, she said, how hard can it be to find a 17-year-old one boy? So he was like, I got this one. And she just was like, damn it. And he was like, I'm sorry. She said, get the hell out of my face. And he said, okay, ma'am, good night. Okay. And he went ahead and walked away. So now we basically, you know, got back to damn Sharon and Kareem. And she's saying how they've been sitting on this couch for hours and he haven't told her not one damn thing yet. I say, you mean to tell me, yeah, you were still sitting there, Sharon? Okay. And so she like, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? What happened? What the hell, you know, is going on? What do you want to tell me? If you're not going to tell me nothing, I'm leaving. So, you know, now she getting down to the nitty gritty, basically saying, why do you have Barry phone? Like she should have said from the freaking beginning. And why the hell is there blood on it? And he basically was like, you know, he came here and she said, what? Y'all fought? She was like, I knew it. You fought with him or something like that? And he's like, no. He was like, you know, because she looks at the phone, her phone was ringing, and she was like, it's Dell. And he went and let her answer it, and she was like, he gonna be worried and looking all over for me. He like, no, Sharon, no, Sharon. She was like, just let me talk to him. He's at the store by himself. And he still kept saying no. So she's basically like, look, tell me what's going on. I'm getting up out of here now. I'm really tired of this shenanigans. Did you hurt Barry? Why is there blood on his phone? You know, why do you have his phone, period? And so basically he starts to, you know, finally say that when he came home, the damn body was there, because right now she's thinking that they just had a fight and he hurt him some kind of way and Barry left after that. And she's like, oh my God, yeah, I got into it. Like, I can't believe it. I should have known or whatever. And he's like, no, we didn't get into it. It's not that we got into it. So he's like, he was dead. She's like, what? What do you mean? Oh, no, I can't. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Okay, what are you talking about? Yes, Sharon, he was dead on my bed, okay? Dead as a damn doornail. So she's basically like, no. Okay, I can't believe it. Give me my purse. I gotta go. So he like, just hold on. She's like, no, I'm leaving. He's like, Sharon, wait a second. She's like, get off of me. So the next thing you know, he fighting and tussling with her on the floor. She's trying to get away from him. She kicking and screaming. He go on top of her. I said, no, Sharon, kick him in the nuts, kick him in the head, kick him somewhere. Because I'm like, please don't tell me Barry about to kill Sharon. Like, what is he about to do with her, okay? So she fighting for her damn dear life or whatever. She would look like she getting away from him and getting closer to the door, but then he would grab her. Sharon, no, wait, stop, hey, holding her and shit. Wait, no, stop, hey, and she keeps saying, just get off of me. So then we get to damn Dale, and I said, I don't give a damn about no Dale. I want to see what's happening with Sharon. But anyway, Alonzo comes up in there, and Dale is like, hi, can I help you? He like, yeah, I'm here to pick up a package for Jacob Starworth. So he like, okay. And he basically was like, yep, we have those. And he go ahead to get the prescriptions. And he tell him that it's $6,000 and something. So Alonzo's like, yeah, what? I don't have that on me. That's going to be a problem. He was like, oh, okay, well, we could just take a credit card or whatever you have. You know, I think he said 6,342. So he was like, what's going on here? Are you doing something illegal here? And he was like, what? He was like, no, I'm not doing nothing illegal. He like, put your hands on the damn counter. You know, of course, Dell was like, listen, man, I'm not doing nothing illegal. I don't know nothing that's going on. He like, I said, put your hands on the counter. So he puts them on the counter, and Alonzo comes behind him, and then he start putting handcuffs on him or whatever the case may be. And, you know, saying that he freaking is finding damn drugs here. So I said, Lord, Kareem is home. I don't know what this damn game plan is supposed to be. You know, if this is all a setup from between Al and him and his damn cousin or whatever the case may be. But I said, child, They really just had the drugs out in the open like that, just with the damn prescriptions in the front of the damn pharmacy. You know, he asking him, do you want to go to jail? And he's like, no, I really don't want to. And he's like, put your hands on the daggone counter, do as I say right now. So they're about to go to jail, y'all, and is Sharon about to make it out alive? And are they gonna find damn Barry's body? That's all the questions that we want to know, y'all. But that was the Oval, y'all. Put it in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about this daggone episode, what you liked, what you didn't like, and all of that good stuff, okay? Know that the subscriber-thon is on in full effect. This week we will be having, of course, today I put out BMF in the Oval. Tomorrow will be Sisters. We also got Snowfall coming. I'm going to be doing a live first reaction on probably Muchella's channel. I know we're doing some collabs with each other where we're going to be going back and forth. Then we're going to have Bel Air coming up. You know, we're also going to have, of course, Love at the Lockup, BMF, you know, and the fourth Sunday, which is coming up, the last Sunday of this month, I'm going to have Lady Sings the Blues review, recap, live discussion, okay, with all the girls in the house. Check out the community tab. Keep your notifications on so you'll know what things we are doing. I'm also going to have a live on Saturday with Love Covers All, where we will be discussing icons that play icons, right? Historical icons out here, right? And then on Sunday night, probably around 10:30, 11 o'clock, again, check your notifications in the community tab. It will be me and Lays Eagles 215 doing the first reaction for The Last of Us as well. So it's about to be a busy week, y'all. Subscribe-a-thon, okay? Like, comment, share, subscribe if you are so inclined. Give me a wave. Let me know you came by. Put some flames up in the sky. Till next time, y'all. Toodaloo.